The first 5 seconds of a YouTube ad, you mess this up, you're toast. You're not going to make any money. But if you nail this, you can mess up pretty much everything else, and you're going to see your CPLs, your cost per acquisition, your ROI just skyrocket. And I see this messed up more than anything else in YouTube ads when I'm helping people grow their businesses on YouTube. And I also see this everywhere in the data on Hyros. So I'm going to show you exactly how to make sure you get your first 5 seconds right. Hey, this is Alex Becker. I'm the CEO of Hyros, the fastest growing ad tracking company in the entire world right now. The YouTube ad coach with the most results out of any YouTube ad coach in the entire world as well. And doing both those things gives me the ability to show you exactly what is working in ads with nothing held back. So what I'm going to do right now is actually just do that. I'm going to show you to nail the first 5 seconds of your YouTube ad. This has been the absolute key to me generating tens of millions of dollars in return on my YouTube ads. And I think it will help you a lot. So let's get going. Okay, guys, let's get the cold churning. So we're looking at one of my best performing ads for Hyros, and I could use any of my businesses. The ads I run for Iron, my YouTube mastermind, does very well. You should book a call below. But you can also see the same pattern in my old info marketing businesses and any ads I've ever ran ever for anything. And people that don't get this, who try to run YouTube ads, they just fail because your YouTube ads won't work without this. So let's just watch this magical 5 seconds. You're probably going to be very underwhelmed. You want customers from ads much cheaper and to scale much further? Our software Hyros will do that for you, or you don't pay for it. No, seriously. Okay, so what did I accomplish in those 5 seconds? You want customers from ads much cheaper and to scale much further? Our software Hyros will do that for you, or you don't pay for it. Easy. What most people do on YouTube is they think the first 5 seconds is meant to grab attention. I cannot tell you how many YouTube ads I see that you can't tell what the ad is for and what the hook is and who it's talking to in the first 5 seconds. And that's the key. Okay, again, watch this first 5 seconds. Watch if you can see who I'm talking to, what the benefit is, and then why they should keep watching. Like, what's the hook? You want customers from ads much cheaper and to scale much further? Our software Hyros will do that for you, or you don't pay for it. So in the first 5 seconds of the ad, what I do right here is I do 3 very specific things. I call out to the person I want to be talking to. I offer the immediate benefit, or I show a benefit that's going to pique their curiosity. And then I also make a hook. These are the 3 things that must be achieved in the first 5 seconds. Because what most people are going to do is they're going to do this. They're going to say something for 5 seconds that doesn't do this. And this is terrible for YouTube ads, because what you want to do in your first 5 seconds is completely hook everyone you want to talk to and repulse everyone you don't want to talk to, because you pay for the views on people you don't want to talk to. So for example, if you're running a ad for, let's say, an ad tracking company like Hyros, the last thing you want is people who don't run ads watching the video, because you're going to pay for those. That's the big oopsie poopsie that people don't understand. If a person is a farmer, if a person is the 99.5% of the population that hasn't ever touched an ad account or doesn't buy customers from ads, I don't want them watching the video. So do you think that type of person, do you think anyone other than an ad runner would watch this? You want customers from ads much cheaper and to scale much further? First 2 seconds, person goes, no, not really. Clicks away. All right, so that's the first thing right there. You need to remember this. This is the most important lesson. Scare away everyone that is not your target customer immediately and call out to your target customer immediately. Now, the next is not just, hey, do you run YouTube ads and do you like socks? No. There must be a clear benefit for them to watch, okay? And so what's the benefit in this ad right here? Customers cheaper, pay less, make more money. Okay. Call to the target customer, present a benefit in the first 5 seconds. What's the benefit here? Pretty easy, I just laid it out, but let's go over it real quick. You want customers from ads much cheaper and to scale much further? Customers from ads cheaper, scale much further. Now, the most important thing about this 5 seconds too is you understand the benefits that are most important to your customer. What a lot of people do when they're using this technique is they use weak benefits. Not all benefits are created equal. I know from watching my customers at Hyros, watching how they interact with ads, I know that saving money on ads and scaling further, or paying cheaper for sales and scaling further, are their top the je ne sais pas of what they're looking for. I could talk about, hey, are you having trouble tracking your ads? Won't work. Won't work. That benefit won't work. I could say, hey, are you having trouble tracking the long-term value of your customers? Nope, won't work. I will see my ad costs and my cost per acquisition spike if I use those benefits. If I don't call out to the first person and repulse the other people, if I don't call it to my target customer, repulse non-target customers, my ad costs will spike. I can see it in my ads. Like a lot of people are like, how do you get cheap clicks and cheap conversions on YouTube? I can literally change out this first sentence and I can watch everything change in my ROI. It's not some secret betting technique. Then there must be a powerful hook. Now the hook can be two things. It can be a challenge. It can be a promise of explaining something that's mysterious, or it can be a story. I don't like the story one, but it has worked for me a few times. Let me explain this. So a challenge. What's the challenge in this ad? And this works really good B2B. We're in the scale much further. Our software Hyros will do that for you, or you don't pay for it. So what's the challenge in this ad? Our software will do this, or you don't pay for it. Oh, really? So me, an ad runner that's been called out to, can save money and scale, the two things I'm most interested in, and I don't have to pay for it if I don't do that? Okay, you got my attention. So the next one, using mystery. What I used to do in an ad that worked really well is I'm going to show you how I turn this wolf mug into $60,000 a year in income. Okay, that's people are like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to show you how I use this ugly wolf mug. And so I start this ad off with a wolf mug. This is a mug. Okay, but I'm going to say, look, I'm going to show you how we make tens of thousands of dollars a year from this wolf mug. Okay, and you need to understand that in that first 5 seconds, I've called out to everybody that wants to make more money. So I've already called out the benefit and to the target audience by saying that. You have to understand that when you are writing ad copy or communicating with humans, this is essential for copywriting. There's many ways to say the same thing with different words. This is one of the biggest problems people have when it comes to copywriting. Okay? Just like when you're communicating with a human, how you say things can be just as powerful as the words that you actually say. For example, if you look at liberals and Republicans, if a Republican asks a liberal, oh, so you voted for Biden, he's technically saying you're a crazy liberal who supports communism. Liberals on the other side, if they ask a Republican, oh, so you voted for Trump, they're really saying, oh, so you're a crazy, bigot, fascist, crazy person. You see it all the time in the news. That's just a very upfront example that you see every day of people saying one thing completely different than what they're actually saying. And so what you must understand with ads is that what I just said right here in the pattern I just laid out can be conveyed without following this template. You can say one thing and still achieve the same exact effect and say the same thing. Anyways, that's the next one right there. Use a mystery. Okay, there must be a mystery that calls out to the target audience. The final one is a story. So one of my other most successful ads was I would start the ad with saying, this is Matt Schmidt. I'm going to show you how he went from 0 to 30K a month to 200K a month in I think I said like 3 months selling cat socks. Okay? So again, this story right here covers all the basis of the call to the target audience, people that want to make money, the benefit, how to make money fast, 30 to 200K. Okay, that's what it's saying right there. And in the story, the hook is, hey, I'm gonna complete this story about how you made 200K selling cat socks. These are the 3 things that must be achieved. And again, you don't need to say it in a cookie cutter template. You need to achieve these 3 things. For example, if I was calling out the people that had stomach problems, maybe acid reflux, I'd start the video with this weird fruit just totally stopped me from having acid reflux in my sleep. There's a call out to the person who has acid reflux, there's a mystery, and there's a benefit. Okay, there's a story. They want to know that. And so this is how you make the first 5 seconds of your YouTube ad pop. I really challenge you today as you watch videos, watch how many videos do not accomplish this in the first 5 seconds. Just watch it. There's one that runs on this channel all the time where some guy goes, you know, I'm going to break all the rules of traditional advertising and do this thing for it. He does that. He doesn't explain what he's doing in the first 5 seconds. The ad might do okay. I don't think it does, or probably doesn't do better than my ads. That being said, this is super duper important. So that being said, guys, that's the content for today. Just 2 bonus tips for you. If you're running YouTube ads at all and you're not using high-ROI tracking, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Look at the tracking from Google right here. Caught 2 calls, and 3 calls when there was actually 6 calls right here. I caught 1 call right here. There's actually 5. And as I go through my account, you're going to see tracking from major ad platforms completely failing right now. If you're not tracking your ads, you are literally making wrong decisions. All right, this one right here only caught 50% of my conversions. If I'm not operating off 100% of my actual data, about 50% of my ad scaling decisions are going to be wrong. About 50% of my ad scaling decisions are going to be wrong. That's going to lead to me wasting money in my account and killing ads that are actually scaling and doing well. For example, I might have turned this ad off if I didn't see all these conversions. On top of that, if you want help scaling your YouTube ads or growing your business on YouTube, it's the absolute best platform right now. Check out the link to book a call with me below and get a custom strategy. I've helped more people scale to 6 to 7 figures, even 8 figures on YouTube than any other person on the internet. So you should check it out. That also being said, subscribe to this channel because I release new content just like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with nothing held back, because I want your ads to grow so you eventually come and pick up high ROIs, because running ads without tracking is what a crazy person does. I will see you in the next video, which will be this Wednesday. It's likely going to be super cool, just like this video.